year is a special year for our multi-hull fleet. And John is going to tell you about it. We have 18 multi-hulls we're racing in honor of the late Ian Farrier. Can you tell us a bit about it?
This is really going to scare you guys. So the guy walks up and he's got a briefcase and a clipboard in his hand. But tonight is special. It's very special for Swiftsure, but it's also very special for the multi-hull fleet that's coming to Victoria. And right now, can I just say thank you all for not having the ancillary conversations, because I think what I'm going to say is pretty important to all of us. My role in Swiftsure started about early 1990s, and I wanted to have a smaller boat after having heavy displacement cruising monohull, and I wanted to trailer places, and I called it destination sailing. And I thought I'd trail over to a destination to go sailing, and then I didn't know much about that. And then I came across a set of plans in Pacific Yachting by a guy called Ian Farrier, who I had never heard of, and he had a boat. The problem was it was a trimaran. So I thought about it quite a bit, and I did it and dabbed it and scratched my head for about 2 years. And my wife, one morning, decided she had enough and bought me the plans. And on Christmas Day, I landed up with a set of plans that held to build a Farrier 31-foot trimaran under the Christmas tree. And there's no looking back from that because they cost over $1,500, so you're not going to waste that. And she said, John, get on and build your boat. You've been wanting to do that for a long, long time. So we built Sotrel. We built it out of wood grown on Vancouver Island. It's a cedar boat. We bought all of our epoxy from Seattle, from System 3. I came home with truckloads of the stuff and hardly had to pay duties because they didn't know what it was. And then I bought a lot of all my fiberglass, all my funny unidirectionals and things like that, all came from a loft in San Francisco that was familiar with Farrier designs. While I was building, I found out that there was a community of like-minded people just like myself, and that Ian Farrier was in fact quite well known in multi-hull circuits. I came across a guy called Wayne Gorey building Redshift. He was a guru around these parts. A guy in Vancouver built a boat called Mango, which is down at the inner harbor here right now, sailing as Lotus. It's a 31-foot trimaran. I came across the guys that came to my house and they said, we want to do this too, John. So they bought plans the next morning and built Sunoco, a 31-foot trimaran. And a guy called Dream Chaser, a guy called Wayne, he came to my house at 5 o'clock one afternoon, spent until 10 o'clock that night in my garage, talking about the boat, and at the end he said, I'm going to buy a set of plans, but I have to go now. I said, why? He says, because my wife's waiting in the car. I have no idea if he's still married to her or not. We got Wings. Wings is a Farrier 31 built out of cedar down in San Francisco. Fantastic boat. A guy used to crew with me, built a boat called Tailor Made. His name was Taylor. He called it Tailor Made. It's down here sailing as SOL. That means slice of life. SOL stuff. There's Drum. All these people, what they have in common is they're all keen on building and sailing these boats that were designed by Ian Farrier. We come not a bunch of just friends. We're now a community of people. It became more common, and when we started going into Swiftsure, we were encouraged, not just welcomed, as multi-hulls used to be, but we were encouraged to join into Swiftsure yacht race. We got some fantastic boats here. Who here has not heard of Dragonfly? Okay, Dragonfly has won so many times, and because of this race getting more popular, Dragonfly came. With that came a boat called Running with Susan, both Formula 40 boats that used to sail down in the area of Taiwan and that, doing cigarette ads and things like that. Bad Kitty, this is their 24th year. It's a little yellow cat down there. It's won this race many, many times. And they've done a whole bunch of Van L 360s, and they've done Archway Ks. They're a bunch of keen guys. They're also friends of mine. Stars and Stripes. Who knows that Steve Fawcett brought Stars and Stripes up here? Because of the reputation of this race, he wanted to get Cheyenne, and Cheyenne, I think, was ready to do his round the world race, which set a Verne trophy with it. So much so that we have 16 multi-hulls today sailing in here. That's almost 10% of the entire fleet is multi-hulls. Of those, 5 of them are catamarans, 11 are trimarans. Of those 11 trimarans, 11 are designed by Ian Farrier. Without Ian Farrier, the fleet would be a shadow of what it is today. The fleet would like to sail. All 16 of us want to dedicate our portion of Swiftshure's 75th anniversary to the memory of Ian Farrier. And why the memory? He passed away totally unexpectedly, surprisingly, tragically, at an airport doing trimaran business in San Francisco in December of this year. And he's left a huge hole in the multi-hull world, because he was the father of our race, the father of 11 of our 16 boats out here, and he's got a legacy of cruising cats, one coming home next month, tries, it's going to go on for years to come, but it's not just a legacy of boats. It's not just that. What he's left is a legacy of sailors and friends brought together by his design, and we all remain friends and we all remain colleagues. Even when somebody gets hurt, we all try and fix each other's boat so they can race the next day. Our group is so close, in fact, tonight 65 of us are gathering at the Royal Victoria Yacht Club to have a dinner in his honor, and I had a waiting list and had to turn people away. So if you're passing me tomorrow, if you're out there flying along, and I'm going slower than you, and you pass me, just nod your head, tip your hat, and kind of commemorate in your honor the memory of Ian Farrier, who is basically the father of our Swift Shore yacht race. And if you have a glass in your hand right now, as I do, why don't we give a toast to Ian? Here's to Ian. Thank you so much.